Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On Any Random Day. And as you can see, the weather here is not the best. So we're going to be in the garage here today. And as you can see, here's two bikes. The black one is a 22 KLX 300 Dual Sport. And the yellow one is a 23 Z400S Dual Sport. But those are already set up and going. We are going to be working on today my pretty much brand new Z400 Supermoto. This was bought just about 3 weeks after the yellow DRZ. I enjoy the DRZ platform immensely. Very tried and true, very easy to work on, and the nice thing is both bikes have the same maintenance interval, same oil filter, same air filter, etc, etc, etc. And tuning and modifying these things is literally a breeze. But as you can see, we've already done a few things. Got the Baja Works windscreen, got the graphics kit for the Yoshi exhaust. Replaced the chain guard already. We've done a couple other little minor things. But today, we're going to be doing a 3x3 mod, a JD jetting jet kit, and a no-toil oil filter. And that right down there is a Yoshi RS2 full exhaust. We're going to be putting that on. And that should be pretty much the extent of things, except for the handguards, which will actually be the same thing here as on the Z400S, except in white and black. And then just because I'm kind of fussy, I'll probably be changing the coloring on the word service on those to be blue to better match the wheels and the side seat. And then eventually this graphics kit will get taken off here in a week or two, and a blue and white one will get put on in its stead that better matches the overall scheme of the bike. This was my first graphics kit application, and as you can see, some pieces here went on super nice. Rear fender went on real well. Front fender went on well. The fork guards went on well. The tank went on fairly good. But boy, these radiator guards, they were challenging. And mostly right in this area right here is where the biggest challenge was. And it was my first attempt, so I don't mind taking everything off and redoing it. Not going to be a problem. But let's sit tight and get with the work. The first thing I'm going to do is set up the camera and do a before Yoshi sound clip, and then we'll get set up to watch the actual removal of the exhaust. Then we're going to pop the seat and everything. We're going to do the 3x3 mod. Then we're going to pull the tank off, and then we're going to do the carburetor rejet. Then we will put all the carburetor back together, and then we will get the exhaust on, and then we will reassemble everything and see how she sounds. Alright, let's get going. Alright, well, we've got this set up pointing right at the exhaust. So this will be a cold start, so we might get a little burbling and stalling. But let's see what she sounds like. Yeah, she doesn't kind of enjoy that kind of thing cold from the get-go. But that'll give you an idea of the volume and the sound of the factory exhaust. So let's move the camera and get set up to take off the side skirts, the seat, and probably we'll just pull the gas tank off at the same time and get everything stripped down, and then take everything apart and put her back together. All right, we'll go ahead and get started here. exhaust off. All right. So, a 3x3 mod is pretty easy. We're going to remove the snorkel from the air cleaner box and then expand that hole to be 3 inches by 3 inches, hence 3x3 mod. And I will grab the camera. This might be a little disconcerting, but basically we're going to take the snorkel out and we're going to expand the box to be 3 inches by 3 inches right here. We're going to do that with a combination of 3 holes into each corner, actually probably 4, so I can get that one nice and square. Then we're going to use a heat gun and soften this up, and then we're just going to use a razor blade knife, zip that out, and then we're going to neaten and tidy it up by surrounding it with vacuum line. Now you don't have to do the vacuum line. I'm just a little bit fussy and I like to make things as neat and tidy as I can. So I am going to use a vacuum line. But getting the snorkel out is fairly easy. We're just going to push it into the air box, take it out, make a nice little template. That I can literally stick on. And now I have the factory air filter in here, so we're not going to get anything into the carburetor. So there's a majority of it. You will notice I not only heated up on the air box, but I heated the razor blade knife as well. Remember the age-old adage, hot knife through butter? It applies to the air box as well. If you get the knife a little warm, not hot, just warm, with a warm piece of plastic, the sharpness of the razor blade does all of the work. You don't need to press super hard or anything like that. And now I'll show you what it looks like here. And you should be able to see that. And you'll notice I squared off here where the snorkel was rounded. And we've got a nice 3x3 hole here. And now I'm just going to tidy it up with a little bit of vacuum line if I've still got it. Like I said, do you need to do this? No, you do not, actually. I like to. Let me show you what it looks like all cleaned up and beautified. So there you can see it. There is your basic 3x3 mod. Now I will pull out the factory air filter and vacuum out the air box rather quickly. Battery. There are very specific instructions on how to assemble the needle and put it back in the slide. So pay attention to that. You put these together wrong and get the thick washer up where in place of the thin washer, you will actually change your mixture. So be very careful. Well, I ran out of batteries during the last parts, but it was basically just getting everything reassembled. But as you can see, the bike is all back together again. Exhaust is on, everything is looking good. Sorry about the lighting. It is morning in Idaho and the full sunlight isn't coming in. But everything is back to normal. And we'll go ahead and get a sound clip here. wraps up everything. I think the bike turned out pretty well. I definitely think it sounds better, it rides better. Performance on acceleration is just phenomenal now. The low end torque is definitely vastly improved. Top end power is as well. The sound is just a little bit louder when you're riding on the freeway. Not that bad. And I do think the black carbon fiber does look a lot better with the bike than the aluminum would. And the next thing that's up for this bike is the graphics kit is going to go from a black gold